Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 Japanese cruiser, Mogami. It has 15 155mm guns, 16 torpedoes, 42 AA defense rating, a surface detect of 10.5 kilometers top speed, 34.5 knots, total health 39,100. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main armament, faster turret traverse, lower chance of flood and fire, improved acceleration, concealment. For my commander, basic survivability, basic firing training, expert marksman, superintendent, and demolition expert. We are on the map Hotspot, and this is sort of an audible. I tried to record Smith games, and when I streamed, I screwed something up, so I have to go back and redo it, and I spent all day cleaning my area, because that's what I really needed to do. So, this is a good game, no matter what. It's a very close game. And I do okay. Hopefully you enjoy. Now, we spawned on the western side of Hotspot, and my concealment factor is pretty good. I don't yet have a 5-level commander. Level is what they want to use, because I think they would rather keep the tier system for the ships themselves. I'm from World of Warcraft. They called them tiers. So it's always a double take for me. But the concealment factor is pretty good that I can get relatively close to A undetected. Now, the 155mm guns does an overwhelming firepower against a couple ships. All destroyers hate to see you. Pretty much every battleship hates to see you as well. Even a lot of cruisers have a difficult time with the amount of damage you can do. Now, of course, the disadvantage is you have to stay in combat longer. Your AP shell is not quite as effective as the 203s. And your turret traverse is really bad. Now, it's not abysmal like it used to be. The modules have helped it out. But you gotta predict where you're gonna put your guns. And I'm trying to predict that I'm gonna engage the Iowa, try and light them up. 6K is not bad at all. If we can do 6,000 points of damage every salvo against the eye... Oh, he takes a big shot from someone. Somewhere in the 30,000 points of damage, we set him on fire. Probably going to force out damage control because he's just already taken a lot of damage. He's got a friend in the Colorado. Now, this position works out 50,000. He lost 50,000 there. The answer is clear. The nice thing about this position is that most of the enemy cannot engage me. There is an island in between their ship and my ship. And that's sort of just reading the situation where the enemy wants to go. Now, I would prefer to use my torpedoes. Who wouldn't? But I just can't get in a safe spot to send them, so I should continue to try and light the target up. And we get about 5,000 points of damage. Set the Colorado on fire. It's only one fire, though. He's pretty healthy. He's probably going to let it burn. Either way, okay, second fire, he's definitely going to put that out. The second we see him again, we'll see that the fires are gone. That's just the way it goes. We can even tell, is the damage counter going up? It is not. He has already used damage control. That's sort of a, I want to say it's borderline taking information that you shouldn't have access to and using it to your advantage. I mean, before the damage counter existed, you had no idea what was going on. Yeah, he did. But now that the damage counter exists, and we know from prior videos that it displays the damage you do whether you see the target or not, you can easily read it. Oh, nice! 9,500 points of damage, 2 fires. You can easily read it as real-time information of what the enemy is doing. Now, I'm trying to finish off the bullet sponge, and he is certainly absorbing a lot of bullets. But it doesn't look like we were able to finish him off. The damage counter is still ticking up, though. He should die. And at the time, I'm not paying attention to this at all. I think he's killed off. Yeah, bullet sponge was killed off by a friend. Gee, what a great friend. Doing 900 points of damage, sort of like me in the Flint, taking that kill. Well, you know, karma, right? Enemy Iowa is moving towards the center, or at least he was moving towards the center. I think he's actually going to back up, so I try and lead him in reverse. And every single time I am out in the open. I try, oh, okay, here it comes. I try my best to make sure I have backup. A supporting crew, something out there to assist me, and he does Citadel my ship. 10,000 points of damage. Alrighty then, that was not what I wanted to see. We have yet to capture a point. And he's like, shoo, Notser. Grr. We have yet to capture a point. That's not good. We have one less kill than the enemy. The enemy that has secured C point appears to be headed south, and I'm trying to get in position to engage them. Now, this is a little aggressive. Just a touch, right? I'm the only one going over here. But if I could take these guys out, I think it's worth it. I think if I can ambush and annihilate this New Orleans, I believe it was some cruiser. Okay, there's an enemy battleship as well. Well, I don't want to see that either. Oh, come on, Alan. You gotta leave the area. You don't want to tell your team I'm detected. There's some ship out there. You know, that information doesn't need to pass to other people. So I decide, eventually he's going to detect me. Why not fire? And there's the New Orleans. He shows up. Either he was too close, or I don't know what. Maybe a friendly got close. Either way, I think he's a more reasonable target to kill in a short amount of time. So I unload on him. I set him on fire. I do pretty good damage, about 6,000 points of damage. Continue the barrage. And I avoid the Amagi's encounter. We set him on fire again. So this time we know damage control will be used. Is he still ticking? He's still ticking. Why hasn't he used damage control? Had he already used it? Oh, there it is. He just put out the fire. The damage counter has just stopped. Or at least both of the fires. So I send my torpedoes, maybe predicting the enemy might head to the south of that island. If he doesn't, I'll still have the torpedoes from my starboard side. And I need to rotate the guns. This is the thing with Japanese cruisers. You need to predict the position the target is going to go. And he is trying to predict my location, right? But I'm not detected. So while I'm not detected, I have the advantage. And it looks like he is indeed going to... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Enemy destroyer showing up. Okay, well, he's the only target that can engage me. And I'm trying desperately to get all guns into position to engage the target. I am out in the open for the Amagi, and this is so dangerous. I cannot express how dangerous this is, and here comes the shot. We do great damage to the enemy destroyer, and I'm turning. Oh, only 6K. The New Orleans can't engage me. He tried to turn back, but it didn't work out for him. Now, the destroyer is completely hidden behind the smoke. I decide, okay, let's fire on the Amagi. See if we can get him on fire. You got to be aggressive with the Japanese cruisers. You need to try and use up all the damage control of your enemy. Okay, he used it. The New Orleans tried to fire with AP. Oh, I think we assisted in the destruction of the enemy destroyer. There's no way that my fire alone killed him. He must have taken a torpedo and then ticked down. I don't remember him being that low. So that's fantastic. Dead. Yes, dead. Remember, the Amagi has used his damage control. I am desperate to get it going. The New Orleans is going to engage me any second now. And I need to do my best in avoiding the incoming shot. Okay, okay. Hard to port, hard to port. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, we avoid. 8K. It could have been better. But we're alive. The torpedoes are out. The battleship has yet to react. I think he's just now reacting. He's slowing down. Looks like we're going to get 2 on the target. And hopefully they cause a flood. If they do, he'll probably flood out for another 20 seconds. Maybe. It might be pretty close to damage control. And we are still doing damage. If you see a target healing, you can confirm if the damage tick is still going on with your damage counter. And it is indeed still going up. He is, however, out healing the dot damage for now, but he's going to take more torpedoes. Wow, he avoided it, really? He got within the activation range. I really would like a fire at this point. I think a fire would work out splendid. Team is still fighting back, right? The game is not lost. I am very low, though, so it might be close to the end for me, even though we've done pretty good damage, honestly. For only 4 enemy ships dead, over 100,000 points of damage done, I'm pretty confident that we pulled our weight, at least in this game. Now, just to the northwest of this target, there are friendly battleships, and it looks like he actually is fully aware of that fact. He set on fire. I don't think he had to use his... well, he had to use his damage control on the torpedo, so he is vulnerable to these fires, and I just want to get a fire on him as well. Why can't I also get damage on the target? And wow! We lose 2 friendly ships just like that as they're trying to push forward. It was either way too aggressive. Ooh, he's going to take 2 torpedoes. 1 torpedo. He closes the distance before it activates. And I think I'm the one he wants to go after. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I have no luck with the fires, by the way. Here come the shots. Oh, no. Please don't. Please don't kill me. My team needs me. Okay, we're still alive. Barely. Enemy Iowa is... wow. That ship is skyrocketing down. Did it explode up or something? That was weird. It looked like a friendly hull of one of the friendly battleships just was up in the air. The Iowa's pretty low, though. We could set him on fire. I try to aim about midship. Maybe the top of the hull. That way it'll land on the superstructure. I'm trying to give as much ground as I possibly can. Look how far away I am. And I need every inch, every millimeter, because the enemy wants to kill me. Especially that enemy Amagi, and I think he's actually running into the torpedoes. I think at least one of these guys is going to take a torpedo, if not both of them. Yeah, he's dead. He died. But the Iowa gets out. Okay, so we're not detected anymore. The team still down, still dire, but we're not out. The Ninja, he's either burning or he took a torpedo. And I think he's taking a torpedo because that's a significant amount of damage. And I think the Ninja is defeated. All right, good, good. Enemy York is coming within range. And one of those weaknesses of the Mogami is the range. You're giving up a significant range advantage to the Germans and the Soviets. Maybe 2-3 kilometers. About 1 to the Americans. It's not ideal. But you are probably the most powerful tier 8 within a certain range, right? I'd say within 10 kilometers, there's nothing stronger. Both with your torpedo systems and your gun systems. But the enemy does not want to engage at that, and I'm doing everything I can to get damage on the target and avoid taking damage. It's not easy, but we have to help our team, right? I am taking fire. I have to put the fire out. Oh, I'm still alive. Still alive. He's going to kill me with this shot. Can we set him on fire? Please set him on fire. No, we don't. Does he miss? Oh, he missed. He missed. He's going to take a dive bomb, which is good. Sets the target on fire. I earn Confederate just as I die. Okay. Well, 121,000 points of damage. Confederate. It's on my team. And boy, is it on my team. 400, 360, roughly, points down. If we could get this York, that'd be great. Oh, they got an enemy cruiser. That's good, that's good. So now we see a New Orleans, a York, an enemy cruiser somewhere near their aircraft carrier. And obviously the aircraft carrier is the last one. So they take out this York. They take out the York, yes. Then there's just the New Orleans and a cruiser that for whatever reason is all the way in the north side of the map, not within line of sight. I don't understand it. And the New Orleans has been pretty passive, let's be honest. This is the guy that I tried to ambush, and he was not interested in it. He pulled back. He avoided it. Teammate does a good job. I think he got like 2,000 or 3,000 points of damage on the target, maybe more. Let's check out the Iowa. The Iowa has his propulsion knocked out. Probably took a torpedo. That's my guess. He does have premium camouflage, though, so at least he likes the ship enough to invest a significant amount of doubloons in it. That's always a good sign in my book, because that tells me they plan on playing it a lot. And yes, let's look around. Yes, the enemy Essex, for whatever reason, is visible. I don't know why you would ever want to be visible. The Iowa only does about 6,000 points of damage, maybe 7,000. But that was only his front gun, so he's going to fire his back guns. The New Orleans at this time is trying to chase down the friendly Miyoko, who was pretty low. And yeah, they're still alive, good. The aircraft carrier is assisting in the New Orleans destruction. And the Essex is turning and running directly away from the Iowa. The Iowa can still hit these shots. He still can do significant damage. But I don't think he hit the target. The Hipper shows themselves, though. Come on, Iowa, look at the Hipper. Iowa is going to use his heal, which is, of course, what you want to do. I'm sure it was on cooldown. Dot damage, fires, and floods. Damage over time is considered a weak amount of damage. It doesn't stick as hard. It will allow you to heal a significant amount of it if you have a heal charge available. The friendly Miyoko dies. It looks like he turned too much of his side onto the New Orleans. The Iowa does see that the Hipper is out there, and he's going to engage him. Now, the Hipper is backing up slowly. If the Iowa places his shots right... Oh, he just nicked him. 1,000 points of damage. If the Iowa puts his shots just right, he could kill him, but now he's hidden behind the island. And I really wish I could see his binocular view. I want to see what he's looking at. I can sort of tell that he's changing targets to the enemy Essex, and the Hipper still can engage him over the island. The Essex is still not showing a lot. Ooh, whoa! That was a lot of dive bomber damage. Wow! He had to use his damage control. Come on, leave him alone, man! I want the Iowa to win! Stop being mean to him. He's down to 994 hit points. His damage control is down. And for whatever reason, the Essex decides to use his torpedo bombs on the destroyer. I think that's a little greedy. I think if he would have just focused on one target, he would get it dead. But instead, he's got to rearm, and he's probably got one more attack in him. There's only There's only 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the match. The Iowa does have a heal. Good, he's healing himself back up. Yeah, they passed up a golden opportunity. The Hipper is now the primary target. Looks like the friendly aircraft carrier was able to take out the New Orleans, which is necessary, right? I don't know if we can do this. We're still down by 150 points with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Gotta get the Hipper dead. I think the Hipper has to die to give the team a chance. The Iowa apparently had a shot. Can't tell because I don't see his binoculars, but we'll see how well it flies now. It's still in transit. It's going to drop right now. Oh, I think he missed. Man, there is not a lot left in the aircraft carrier. Look at these squadrons. 1 and 2 aircraft. That's it. He sends a torpedo. Is it going to be on point? The Hipper. You got to run away, Hipper. You don't want to engage the target at all. He is burning down. I think the Hipper's dead. I think the Hipper is dead. The Iowa fires his last shot. We're seeing exactly what he sees. So the Hipper is undetected now. Is it enough to kill him? Did he get him? No, he missed the Hipper. But the Hipper, he's still taking damage. Oh, the damage has stopped. Just in time for the Benson. Is the Benson going to kill the Hipper? Wow. This game, I think if that aircraft carrier would have attacked the Iowa would have died, the Hipper would have died, but the enemy team would have won this game. That one choice was the difference between winning the game and losing the game, and it's not all on the aircraft carrier. I think the aircraft carriers for both teams did a great job. It's just, when you're in a really close game like this, every decision you make is really important. Now, we did a Confederate, 1 kill, over 100,000 points of damage. I think 120,000, 121,000 points of damage. I hope this game was at least entertaining. It was very close, and I like close games. I'm sorry this was not the Smith game. I screwed something up when I streamed. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.